Hey y'all. So we are already in to the month of July, which we are over halfway through the year. And I just spent a little time looking back at my 2022 crafty goals. And as far as my intentions, which was basically to do the things that I had paid for and purchased, and to put my focus on what I have versus what I don't have, has kind of been I don't want to say the word failure, because this is a hobby and something that we love to do. But as far as setting my goals, have I done a very good job at sticking to those goals and achieving them? And the answer is no. And I think when you want to do all the things and you have a job and a spouse to take care of and a home and chores and family, just life stuff, we don't really get to spend as much time on our hobbies as we would like. And, that's part of the reason why it's called a hobby. So, I try not to be down on myself about it, because it is a hobby. But there's so many things that I want to do. There's so many things that are running through my mind that it's like the squirrel syndrome. I want to do a little of this, want to do a little of that, do a little of that. And then you don't get nothing done. So what have I been doing? Well, I'm still working on my craft room organization. I've done a couple of purging of old product videos, and I knew that was going to be a slow process because I didn't accumulate things quickly, so I'm not going to get through them all quickly. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause this. We'll talk about this stuff right here, but I'm going to pause this real quick and show you something. Okay, this is a dresser drawer, and I had gotten really bad about just buying, especially when Tuesday morning had all those products, and we couldn't pass them up. So I would get really bad about buying, and then I would have this, drawer storage unit.
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
Oh.
Please try it in a little while.
My TV's talking to me. Let me turn it off. Or I'd buy bins and just put stuff in bins, and then kind of forget about it. So as I have been going through and cleaning, I have been putting things in a drawer. This is all stickers. Some of them I had, sorted differently, but then I just started putting them all in together. Some of these are very old and, need to be purged. But I was just with some old creative memory stickers. But anyway, there's some stickers and chipboard stickers on this side. So I have a drawer that I'm putting chipboard in, and stickers and die cuts that I need to organize. So I've been doing that for a little while. And, this is not a ongoing process because it's a hobby, and, you have to do life too. You have to live life and enjoy life and take care of responsibilities. So what I did was, let me put this down. So what I did was I had this container. It had like a green foliage floral arrangement in it that I had forever. So I decided it needed to go, but I kept the container, and then I was going to get rid of the container, and then I thought, you know what, this might be good to put some stickers in. So I pulled some stickers out of those drawers and just put them in here, and they will go at the front of my workspace here. And then I'm going to commit to every time I come up here and do something, I'm going to touch a sticker. I'm going to pull a sticker out. I'm going to have to do something with that sticker. We're going to have to put it up. I'm going to have to store it, sort it, you know, whatever. So that's the plan for that. But anyway, I've gotten off track. Let me get my other stuff back up here. Okay, so I don't remember exactly what I was talking about before I decided to show you my drawer. One of my drawers with the stickers. So, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm working on right now. And one of the things that I'm going to do this coming up weekend is go to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, and I am going to attend that with my friend, our friend, Scylla from Crafty, Low or No Spend. And I got to meet her in person last year, and we went, and we're doing it again this year. So one of the things that we're going to work on, spending some crafty time together. We're not going to do any of the crops at the expo because we could just do that in one of our rooms at the hotel. So this is from Crop and Create Delivered from November. And this is an album class from Vicki Booten, using that beautiful Simple Stories. I think it was Indigo Garden is the name of it. So what we both did was, if you take a class with Vicki, she'll have you cut all your papers and paper clip them together. So then you can go back and assemble your pages, glue everything down, and put, as she says, put the jewelry on and put it in your album, and it's ready for photos. So that's what we're going to work on. And I don't know how much time we're going to get to crop together, but I'm probably going to take an album kit with me also, just in case we have more time, because we don't have any set plans or anything at the moment. We're going to talk about that this week. So that's going to get done this coming up weekend. So I feel really good about that, because just to cut these papers and do this class with her, because she goes at a really good speed, probably too slow for some people, not slow enough for some people, but you can always pause, or you know, the video if you're not doing it live. But it took about 3 hours to cut all these papers and get everything put together. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was Stacy Julian. And I love some Stacy Julian. She is so awesome and creative and inspiring, and she just has a way of making you feel good. I mean, she's just such an upbeat, happy personality. So she started this membership called Live Your Story, and I joined for a year. See, I added to my list of I want to do all the things. And this is like the calendar for July. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events this July. She always does a new month meetup to talk about what's coming up for the month. And then she'll do a workflow Wednesday, and that is normally, it's based on your photos, which is hence you saw the pile of photos over there. And then she does a story coaching where somebody maybe asks her a question about a dilemma, and you know, she kind of talks you through stuff, and you can ask her questions. And then there's a play date where you just get together and work on whatever you want. And then there's a do it together, which isn't necessarily scrapbook related, it's being creative related. Like 1 month it was paint something, the next month was make a flower arrangement, and one it was, you know, cover a switch plate with some pretty scrapbooking papers. And I think this month, because it is watercolor month, if you didn't know, July is watercolor month, there'll be some watercoloring involved. And then she also does, let's see, 2 podcasts a month, and then she does little videos within the membership area. So I think it's really well worth the money, and I am enjoying it. But, you know, it's all the things. Because then, each month, there's a book selection. And I really enjoyed, I'm looking for, I think I said it before. I put it right here. There's a book selection for each quarter. So you get 3 months to read a book. And this one is called Joyful. And it's a nonfiction book. And Stacy's really like, you know, you don't have to do everything that we're doing within a month. Pick the things that you want to do and focus on that. So I thought, okay, for this month, this quarter, I'm going to skip this book because I love to read, but I'm not a nonfiction reader. But then somebody in the group broke it down, because we have 3 months to read this book. So it's not like I have a week to read it or a month to read it. And I said, you know what? I can do that in a month. In a 3 month. And they broke it down. Somebody came up with a schedule to kind of break it down into even chunks. And I thought, okay, I can do that. And then they recommended you get a little journal, a little joyful journal to take notes and stuff regarding the book. So I bought a Hobonichi Kesho Avec, and this is just July through December that I can start doing, because I wanted to do a little more documentation about daily life, just things I want to remember and write it down. So I picked one of these up on Amazon. So with her membership, you have a Facebook group, and you get access to her not Photo Freedom, that's her book, Library of Memories class. Which then, because I want to do all the things, got me, oh, and I just knocked some out of my bin, got me looking at all my old photos, because guess what? I've been around long enough to have print photos. Let me grab these real quick. And most of these print photos involve my niece and nephew when they were young. And she said something to me that was like, so, not to me, but she, in the class, she said, your children are not interested in hard copy photographs. She said, trust me. And you know what? I am going to trust her, because I got to thinking about it, and I'm thinking, my niece, who is now 26, here she is at a birthday party. She got a cell phone when she was young. So she never knew having a camera, having to buy the film, and even if you're old enough, the little packs of flash bulbs, taking them to get developed, waiting to get them developed, and the excitement. And trust me, it was exciting to go pick up your photos to see how your photos turn out. You had to wait. And we live in a society of instant gratification, and you know, they're used to photos on a phone. So what she said really made sense. And so I'm going through, you know, most of these I did really good. I wrote on, remember Eckerd's? Did y'all have a Eckerd Drugs? That was a drugstore, and I think they all went out of business, but that's a lot where I went to get my photos developed, because then they had 1 hour print, so you could go back and get them in an hour. But I did pretty good up here of writing down pre-K graduation, and then it says Cameron Shoes, May of 01. I don't have the photos in there. I don't know what happened to them. They're somewhere. But guess what? Got the negatives. I got a scanner. And in her class, the way she says to go through, you know, first you sort them. You sort by decade, then by year. And she gives you some tools to help you with that. And then you do a star system as to ones that I want to do something with in the next 3 years. And I thought, that makes sense. So I'm working on that here and there, because I want to do all the things. So anyway, what I wanted to say was, looking at, I'm just setting this here now, looking at my goals that I had set at the beginning of the year. I'm glad I went back and watched it. And if you did that, or if you set goals for yourself at the beginning of the year, just take a little bit of time to reflect on what you wanted to get done. Are you on track? Are those even still your goals? Because they may have changed, because I have shifted my focus a little bit now with Stacy Julian on photos and doing something with those photos. And I still want to work on my Crop and Create delivered stuff, but it's just not going as quickly as I wanted it to. So in a sense, I feel like I am failing at that. But then I have to remember, this is a hobby. I'm not getting paid for it. The only deadlines are the ones I'm putting on myself. And I did I did stop because I was really excited about doing the 30 days of sketches. So I got a lot of layouts done with that. So I am happy with that. And I used product that I had been wanting to use. I scrapbooked some photos that I'd been wanting to put on a layout. So that was a success for me. But it's not what I intended to start out with. And that is okay. But I still see it as a little bit of a failure because I paid for stuff and I haven't done it yet. So I need to get my mind and myself back on track. And again, I can't do everything. I want to do all the things, you know. I'd love to scrapbook whenever I wanted to. I love for my room to be organized. I love things organized. I just hate organizing them, as you can tell, because I have things in drawers and I stuff things in bins just to make it look like it was organized, because it was all in a bin, but inside the bin was total chaos. So, and that's going to take me a while to get through all that. That's okay. I can do it. It's just not as fast as I want it to. But I'm interested in knowing what goals you had set for yourself. Are you still on track? Did you shift or adjust? And how do you feel about it? So thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.